I turned around, I heard a hissing. I looked beside me, and all I seen was a face come up with these big teeth. That's how I knew it was scary.
Really?
With scales, because I felt the scales, and plus I seen the face.
From animals that are impossible to identify, to encounters that are hard to believe. Revealing some of the most creepy creatures, this video will literally shake your belief. So, let's watch the insane mysteries inhabiting our land that shock everyone.
It looks like it just died.
Montauk Monster.
What is this thing?
The mystery of 2008, Montauk, Long Island has shocked everyone.
My friend Rachel had a camera. I said, Rachel, let's take a picture of this thing. It looks crazy.
And just recently, the one and only video of that monster finally released. Almost 2 decades ago, this monstrous alien-like creature was found on the beach, and the women that found it had never seen anything like it. Neither did anyone. But just wait, as the next clip shows the first ever recording of this mysterious remains. There you go. Told you it was shocking. But have you noticed something yet? This one is a bit different in color as the previous one, meaning there are more of these creatures somewhere out in the ocean. And maybe because of different locations, their bodies adapt and change to merge with their surroundings. This visual is chilling for sure. Mysterious bug. A student got the shock of her life when she saw this on the bathroom wall in Australia. This bug was huge, with a lot of limbs coming out of its body. Really creepy to look at. And it was no model as well because it was breathing and moving. Some said it was an unknown species, and others said it was a computer trick. But I'm on the side of a mysterious creepy crawler. Horrifying cryptid. A terrifying insect-like creature was filmed on camera, haunting the streets of Brazil 4 years ago. It had 4 long, thin limbs that looked more like needles than legs. The creature's tail was also incredibly long and looked like a snake as it moved around the town with people unable to do anything about it. This horrifying cryptid was captured by different locals, and in each clip, it looked even more bizarre than before. Now, whether it's real or not, it's for you to decide. But imagine this cryptid walking all over you with its tiny insect-like legs. Panama Creature. A strange thing washed up on the shore of the small town of Carcass. Teenagers were enjoying their picnic at the beach when they spotted an unusual figure on the rocks. It was hairless with limbs, a big belly, and a mushy face. They mistook it for a paranormal creature and weren't sure what to do with it. What looked like police or rangers arrived on the scene because so many people had gathered at the spot, and they took the creature away. Afterward, it was revealed that the body belonged to a sloth who got hairless because of being in the water for too long. Jagged teeth monster. This disturbing footage shows a local who found a never-seen-before creature on a riverbank in northern Ukraine. It had jagged teeth, and as the cameraman got close, the creature went back into the water, and the speed at which it did was horrifying. The local had to be really cautious, so he used a stick to check whether or not it was still alive. And being out of water and looking eerily like fish makes sense why he was careful. But it's still a mystery what this jagged teeth monster was actually doing. Terrifying creature. Mutant crab was sighted on a Russian beach, so let's talk about it. Its mouth was absolutely dreadful, and the creature's body was like a shell that could survive anything you could throw at it. The creature was angry at the people recording it, and this few hours before this video was shot, there was news of teenagers disappearing and never returning to the beach. Considering how dirty the shore is, and if the sea isn't cleaned, something else will come out. Failed experiment.
It looks like had just died.
On their way home, two friends noticed something lying on the side of the road, so they turned around and filmed it. The thing was unexplainable, as it was so strangely mutated and deformed that it had no resemblance to any animal on the planet. This creature had too many limbs, which was the first sign of concern. Then, it had its long lower body like a reptile. But two most bizarre things about it were the random patches of hair and its scary-looking mouth. There was a stamp on this body like it belonged in some facility. It was an expert that went wrong, and what this creature escaped or was disposed of, but not properly. Daunting creature. Don't get lost while hiking, or else you'll come across a daunting creature like this. Luckily, this hiker managed to keep herself hidden, but it wasn't easy because she was unsure whether or not this hairy creature could sense her. It had no visible eyes, meaning its sense of smell must have been heightened. However, a creature like this roaming the wild and preying on animals in the woods would definitely catch more attention. So, it's likely this video is fake. Real anomaly. A camper has allegedly claimed to capture something far more sinister than what is shown in the video. The footage shows a wild cat feeding on a sheep in the Peak District, near Jacob's Ladder. The teenager confirmed that the creature was far too big and bulky to be a wild cat. Or at least he had never seen anything like it. Most have speculated it to be a panther, while others are still not sure. Strange being. If you see this, run immediately. A strange dwarf-like creature was caught outside a village in Brazil that had been haunting the locals for 2 weeks. This brave farmer decided to confront it and managed to identify what the creature looked like. It was covered in dark black fur from head to toe and was carrying a wooden stick that it used to either capture or scare away people. This menacing creature also had a strange face, and as soon as the person got close, it did not hold back. The man managed to get away, and whether or not this creature left the area is a mystery. Scary creature. How about we stop looking at remains for now and look at scary creatures that were caught on camera, much like this terrifying late-night visual of a skinwalker. Or another cryptid. It was bent backwards, and looking closely, it looks like it had hair on top of its head, and the shape of its body is eerily similar to that of a human being. I thought it was one until the uploader clarified that it looked nothing like a human. And no matter what he did, the creature never moved an inch. Goatman. An unusual and super creepy statue on the side of the road is not something you want to touch. Many claimed it was something used as an offering or an omen of doom. And the fact that it looks like Baphomet is even more terrifying because of its significance for secret satanic cults. Best to keep your distance, as it could end up releasing ancient curses that dooms humanity. Humanoid Creature. A zoo in Romania hides something that became the reason the entire zoo closed and staff were let go. The source of this video was backpacking through Eastern Europe and heard strange things about this zoo, and inside found the cause of why many were afraid to go visit. It was a humanoid creature locked behind a cage as it growled at the people staring at it. The creature looked angry and maybe even uncomfortable. How they captured it, what happened to it, and where it is now might not ever get answered. Deformed Alien. A creepy and mutated alien-like creature was caught by a couple that were out camping in the middle of the forest. It was making a strange noise as well. like it was trying to mimic the creepy crawlers that come out at night. And it was due to that sound that the couple were able to wake up from the sleep because the sound was so unnatural. It was inside a cave just 2 miles away from their tent. Mysterious sea monster.
Meter dan lebar.
Did a giant sea monster wash up near a jungle in Indonesia? Locals believe so. Its body was massive, and at first glance it appeared to have a scaly tail. Now, either this creature was already white or the floating carcass dried up over time. Investigators determined it to simply be a whale that washed up after predators were done with it. That would explain why the mammal was missing some of its parts. Strange carcass. This beach discovery looks like the specimen is not even of this era. Something that was part of the prehistoric era still remains in our oceans, because this oddity baffled experts as well. But listen to my theory. It's most likely a sea snake that passed away under natural circumstances, and other marine animals preyed on it. And that thing in the middle is not actually a fin, but actually is a fish that got lodged inside of it, which would explain the markings on its body. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Creepy animal. An animal so creepy that it is found nowhere in nature, and this is the only proof of its existence. This aquatic creature looks a lot like blackberries, only if that fruit had a mouth and strange body with fins. The reason you won't find this fish anywhere is because it doesn't exist in the natural order and are artificially made on a farm after being bred into life through selective breeding. It was given the name of black oranda or blackberry fish. Dirt creature. The video shows a strange creature rolling around in the dirt. Its entire body had tentacles coming out of it. It just moved back and forth until the video ended abruptly. But this creature would appear again and was caught in a totally different part of the world this time around. In this video, there was a cat that the creature had managed to trap. Now, both the footage was allegedly real and claimed to be of dirt creatures caught on camera. Millipede River. A Taiwan tourist witnessed this strange phenomenon that is about as rare as it is nightmare-inducing. The entire ground looks fake, as if it was artificially created, but shockingly, this is about as real as it gets. A really rare occurrence was caught on camera that showed millions, if not billions, of millipedes migrating from one place to another. It is mesmerizing to look at, but something just seems off, doesn't it? Parasite Emerges. I am literally out of words for this one. What is it? Looks like some sort of alien creature slithering out of a spider, but it's not an alien specimen, rather something that can infect you too. The person recording had taken down the spider with bug spray, and not even a few seconds had passed when this parasite started emerging from its inside. It's called a horsehair worm, and honestly, I don't want to be anywhere near it. Teeth monster. These are the things that chase you in nightmares. An unknown fisherman caught these freakish eyeless fish with teeth that could bite through bones, and no one knows what they are. Shockingly, these menacing-looking creatures were used as a part of a dish the fisherman later ate. It's the stuff of nightmares and can grow much bigger in size, which is creepy. Creature on goat. Those Indonesian farmers were woken up by the bizarre sounds of their animals. When they investigated, they were met with a shocking sight of an unknown black entity holding on to one of their goats. The goat was trying to get itself free from its grasp, but the terrifying creature had latched onto it quite well. So the farmers tried everything and eventually managed to get it off. But unfortunately, they could not capture this mysterious creature as it vanished into the river, never to be seen again. Area 51 Creature. This creature seemed to have a distorted face that looked creepy enough on its own, but the almost hollow eyes and open grin were definitely unsettling. It was said to have been captured near the infamous and notorious Area 51, but the location looked suspicious. With a crooked or hunched-down back, the creature looked all the more mysterious, giving rise to many conspiracy theories. What else are they hiding from us? Why not share this video with your friends and see what they have to say about it? Placosa Found? The story behind this anomaly is strange, because in 1977, a Japanese trawler captured a weird aquatic creature that no one at the time could explain. This strange-looking carcass was found inside one of the traveler's nets, and the captain thought it was just the aftermath of an underwater feast. So, they decided to throw it overboard. But luckily for us, after years of research, the most accurate way to identify this discovery is to call it a plesiosaur because of its unique appearance. Long neck and flippers resemble the allegedly extinct animal the most. Globster. It looks like the remains of whatever this once was melted when it was found on the beach on the Oregon coast. This mysterious remains was given the name of Globster because of the blob-like appearance and how soft it was to the touch. But of course, the couple who made the discovery had to keep their distance and avoid touching it in case of catching something. They didn't want to, but experts say it was a whale, but no one could explain the white hair-like substance covering the entire thing. Unknown creature. A jogger's worst nightmare came true when they saw a creature in the middle of the road. The creature was feasting on something or someone, and it was completely black in color, which looked like its fur. But other than that, this thing was unidentifiable. The jogger tried their best to keep their distance, but at the same time had to record this peculiar sight. Although my gut tells me this isn't any animal, maybe a skinwalker or rake. It's safe to say the person behind the camera never used that route ever again. Mutant Pig. Now, you might be thinking this is some sort of genetic mutation. Well, the farmer might disagree with you there. When it was born, the farmer noticed its peculiarity straight away and said it was a sign from the gods. In some parts of the world, such incidents are seen as blessings, so it makes sense why he thought the same thing. But honestly, the difference between this piglet and the rest of the litter is simply the case of cyclopia, a rare congenital disorder. Why it was the only one like this is uncertain. Monster washes up. Some videos are too bizarre to explain, and this clip is no exception. It surfaced near a shore of a beach in New Zealand, but the exact location is unknown. It had teeth that are similar to a leopard seal, so maybe it's that, but nothing can be said for sure. Except for one thing. Something terrifying was the cause of its demise. And what that creature was has to be massive, or extremely dangerous. Monsterous sea anomaly. To call it an anomaly isn't right, but for your own knowledge, you should never know why seeing this fish on the beach is so strange that it ended up shocking everyone. It's called the Pacific football fish. And no, this did not appear in Finding Nemo, that was an anglerfish. But it's strangely similarly creepy. Only found in depths up to 3,000 meters, so how it beached itself? Why was it even in shallow waters when it's clearly a deep-sea dweller? Is what's so mysterious about it that even marine experts haven't been able to explain. Forest monster. Half woman, half snake was caught in an undisclosed part of the world, but it was located somewhere inside of a dense rainforest. Its lower body was like that of an anaconda, but much larger. It was circling around the area. She was recorded and was estimated to be around 32 to 35 feet in length. But her long hair covered the top half too well enough to hide her, yet this creature, this hybrid, is real. Rakes running. While driving down a dark road, these two friends encountered something truly bizarre. Two rakes were seen rushing towards the other side of the field on all fours, like wild animals. When the creatures noticed the car, they quickly disappeared into the darkness. Although the creatures were never seen again, this clip captured by the dashcam of the car is still a mystery. Flood gift. Never in his wildest dreams did Shane Torres think he would come across something as horrifying and creepy as this creature. It was seen in Italy and at first looked like a giant eel that somehow managed to make its way all the way across the city from the ocean. And somehow it also managed to find the perfect hole for it to slither through. So many conveniences are too suspicious, especially all at once, and this creature is no exception. Considering how pale it looks, most probably it was running out of oxygen in its lungs. But that wouldn't matter because I think this was fake. What about you? Golem caught in China. A camper encounters this bizarre golem-like creature near the place they were staying for the night. They immediately identified it as a golem because of its strange similarities with it. Some features are similar to a goblin, like the unusually long slanted ears. But the hairless body, pale in color, and uncanny valley face is very unsettling. They captured it somewhere in China while they were looking for some water, and when they found it, the creature noticed them and ran away. It hid behind a large boulder, but was not found again, and mysteriously disappeared. Spiky River Dweller. It was caught in a South American country under a river that was next to a small village. The river dweller's spiky back was the only reason this local was able to capture it on camera, as it slowly moved through the waves. And it couldn't have been a fish, not only because of its strange spiky back, but the fact that it was dark in color, yet was seen in shallow waters. Dark colors mean that it lives inside murky waters or in the depths of the ocean. Humanoid anomaly. This strange-looking creature was found floating along the shore of this beach in China. While the man was found, this creature is holding it up to show his friend we can see it moving its legs. The creature seems to have a human-like head with some sort of arms and legs. According to an expert, it is most likely a massive sea sponge, and the person holding it up could have altered its appearance to make it resemble something identifiable but strange for views. Slimy critter. A strange slimy creature was found inside a person's home as it slowly crawled towards their bed. The thing was bright green in color and looked like slime or something similar. As it got close, the critter was seen sticking something out of its body. Maybe it was its tongue, like how a snake uses its tongue. The critter was not only creepy, but netizens got chills down their spines when they saw its eerie movements. What was it? Chinese river mystery. At first, it looked like a hippo calf or some kind of a reptile, but once the person recorded lifted its face, it proved that this creature wasn't any animal he had ever seen before. Not sure if the creature is even alive at this point because it appears to be moving, but that could just be because of the current. It was spotted somewhere in the eastern part of China, and there were reports of people seeing it before. Why the long face? I know it looks kind of funny, but I seriously need your help on this one. My best guess is that it's a trumpet fish, but they don't have such long snouts. Maybe this one was a mutation, which explains its strange appearance and the lack of scales. Or perhaps it is a deep-sea oddity never seen before. squirming creature. Hung Milan, a Vietnamese woman, captured a bizarre squirming creature lying on the rocks. What she filmed next was enough to give anyone nightmares. A tangle of what seemed like brittle moving strings, so otherworldly that even locals couldn't identify it. Hung took to the internet, baffling even the online crowd. Theories popped up suggesting it might be a bundle of horsehair worms, but no one could say for sure. It's strange, but quick movements made my skin crawl. These creepy crawlers do not seem real at all. El Pombero. This person was standing in a quiet place somewhere in Ponta Grossa, Brazil, when he heard some strange noises from behind the wall, and out of the darkness appeared a strange-looking creature that the cameraman did not expect. It was walking on all fours, or perhaps it was hopping across the street. It appeared to be part human and part dog. Just then, nearby dogs started barking, which made the entire situation even more terrifying. Strange sea creature. Imagine strolling along the beach in Cang Gong Province, Vietnam, when you spot something that makes your skin crawl. This unidentifiable sea creature, which washed up and looks like nothing ever recorded before, with hundreds of tentacles, each wriggling as if they have a life of their own, makes the visual creepy and disturbing. Is it a rare species from the ocean's depths, or something more sinister? As news and footage of this writhing creature spread, everyone's left wondering, what else might be lurking beneath the waves? Maybe something even more menacing. Mutated siren. A fat and mutated siren was allegedly caught by a person in Australia. The creature was seen on a platform as it was sunbathing. The cameraman was very shocked by this enigmatic sight and tried their best to capture this mutated siren. Unfortunately, it saw the person and quickly disappeared. Netizens called it a fake, and some were convinced by this sighting. But the next unsettling video created a lot of controversy and severe backlash. Strange Mexican creature. It was so badly decomposed that even experts failed to identify what exactly this was. But its haunting appearance has shocked people around the world, and they claim it is some kind of humanoid fish, or a hybrid aquatic creature, or even some sort of alien being. This unusual footage shows a dark brown leathery skin with hollow eye sockets and a bizarre head with horns coming out of the forehead. This creature's midsection was also really odd, unlike any other animal on the planet. The unidentifiable creature washed up on Coralvo Island near the Mexican coast of Baja California Sur. Slithering Croc. Having only 2 hind legs hasn't slowed down this apex reptilian. From a distance, it looked like a giant lizard, the way it is, slithering about on the mud. But up close, it's a totally different story. Maybe it got caught up in a feeding frenzy where a crocodile bit off its legs. And just for your information, they do that! Creepy humanoid. Here, have a look at this creature that was sighted in the middle of the road of an unknown location. It was extremely skinny and had unusually large arms. Even the head seemed extremely unnatural. It had a weird skin color and seemed to be acting in a strange way as well. I don't know whether it was trying to stop the person or lure them into a trap. What do you think? Did they make a mistake by stopping? Ghost animal. Either this is the case of a hybrid animal or of some mysterious cryptid. A man, while driving through a forest at midnight, discovered an unusual entity walking just a few meters ahead. Its lower body was similar to that of a wild boar, with a wide neck having black and white stripes similar to a zebra. This unidentified creature was carrying away what looked to be a similar-sized wild feline predator in its mouth. The whole atmosphere was super creepy, and its body language gave a threatening vibe. It puzzled the recorder as he claimed to have never seen something like it. Subscriber's pick. The closest thing I could find that resembled this viral picture that is all over YouTube in the creature community was this visual. And even then, I have my doubts about the authenticity of this alleged monster. And the backstory is that a resident of Nebraska was hearing strange noises coming from their bathroom and found this underground. This disgusting monster has 2 mouths and makes your skin crawl, doesn't it? But fortunately for us, this video is created by AI. But what isn't fake is my appreciation for you guys being here and watching my videos. Thank you for liking this video and subscribing to my channel.